Okay, hello and welcome everybody. This is Dr. Barbara Bourland calling you from Waco, Texas today. I'm at the home of the famous Melissa Bruton, who is an elite distributor in our organization, and she's been kind enough to open her home up to me so I can use her high-speed internet. But I am so honored to be able to spend time with each of you today. I know that time is precious, and I want to be respectful of that. But I'm telling you, you made a great decision to listen to the information that I'm about to share, because this is information that may, in fact, make a definite and distinctive change in your life. Before we get going, I want to tell you just a little bit about myself. Let me see how my slides are going to work this time. Next. There I am. Here you should be able to see the mouse. That's me, and there's my husband Jim. He's the love of my life. We have so much that we enjoy doing. You can see some of the pictures there. The grandkids are top on that priority list, all 8 of them. But we have so much fun. In fact, we're both retired. I retired from medicine just a few years ago, and to be honest with you, I love every minute of retirement. As they say, it sure beats working. It's the truth. But let me tell you, I found out really quickly after I retired that there is a big difference between living off of your savings versus living off of a steady income. And I had a good steady income. We had money set aside, but there's a big difference when that quote paycheck that you're getting on a monthly basis is coming from a fixed amount. It really changes your mindset. Maybe if some of you have been in between work, you've had the experience of having to live off of your nest egg, or maybe some of you are actually in those early years of retirement and kind of getting used to that same change in mindset that I'm talking about. Well, what is it about this that we really just don't like? Well, I think it's because we have lost control. We have lost control of our finances. We certainly cannot control the economy. We cannot control what is going to happen in our lives, the things that just happen by being here on earth. And the last thing we really can't control is how long we're going to need to live off that nest egg. How long are we going to live? So as I thought about these things soon after I retired from medicine, I said, well, what are my options? I could live a very cautious life, being super careful and being a little bit more on the worrying side. That's honestly, it's just not how I'm wired. I just can't wake up and be that way. The other option is I could go back to work. I had a fantastic career, which I'll share a little bit with you. But that wasn't where I was in my life. I didn't want to go back to work. I didn't want to trade my days for time with my family or time traveling or time with my church. I really wanted to find a source of income that was available to me but didn't control me. So we decided to take the latter approach. And what we found is this company, LifeVantage. It's a better way. This is a solution for people who are looking for an answer for how to reach that that uh, dream of financial security, as well as security in knowing that you have the time to do the things that are important to you. The solution to that is something that's called residual income. The vehicle is something called network marketing, and the company is LifeVantage. LifeVantage produces life impacting products, which I'm going to share quite a bit about today. And it's delivered through a life changing business opportunity. I'm here today to share with you exactly what LifeVantage can do for you and for the people in your life that you care so much about. Now, for me and Jim, let me just give you a little background. I am a retired physician. I spent all of my days looking for breast cancer. That was my job. I was a radiologist, and it was my job on a daily basis to read mammograms, do breast ultrasounds, and do breast biopsies, and find those cancers before they had gotten too big. My husband had a very important job as an executive in the corporate insurance industry. 4 years ago, when we got started with LifeVantage, we were not looking for any kind of business opportunity, but we were looking for an answer to a pretty significant health issue that my husband was facing. Well, we came across this product right here. Product is called Protandim Nrf2 Activator. And that product happened to be the answer that we were looking for. We were blown away by how much it helped, and we became distributors really quite soon, because we knew that of course we would share this important product with our friends and our family. You know, it's really incredibly motivating to see your friends and family wake up with improved vigor, with not just with breathing a sigh of relief every morning, that they are able to face the day with more energy, to see a little quickening of their steps. This is truly what motivated us as the primary reason for becoming distributors early on. Now, as a physician, I thoroughly vetted the science behind Protandim, mostly because I was so curious about it. And what I found was very credible, very impactful science done the way that I had been trained to do science in my days at Duke University. I was an undergraduate and medical student there. And if one thing they do well, other than play basketball, is to teach you how to do science correctly. And when I looked at the science behind Protandim, I realized that this was the real deal. But now let me tell you, I've been a LifeVantage distributor for about 5 years now. What has happened to me is that I have heard the direct testimonies of literally hundreds of people whose quality of life has clearly been improved by not only our flagship product Protandim, but the other wide array of products that we have. These people have all decided to use the LifeVantage products in their decision about making their lives healthier. Lifestyle changes, making those big decisions about what you're going to do about your health to make you better equipped for the future. What I have seen with Protandim is, because of these life-changing testimonies from so many people, that their quality of life was improved, that I truly believe even more so on the power of this product because of that experience that I have had, even though the science was enough for me. But it's been even more. 5 years has just totally consolidated my opinion about this product. Now let's talk a little bit about the basis of, we're going to concentrate on Protandim primarily, because I do want to make sure that you have a good understanding of what this has to offer you. Protandim Nrf2 activator addresses the root cause of the gradual deterioration of our body. It's what we call aging, and it does that by activating in every cell of our body a system that prevents damage by toxic byproducts. You see, on a daily basis, our body, and on a cellular level, every cell of our body is exposed to various forms of stress. Yes, environmental stress is incredibly important. Psychological stress, unbelievable, the connection between the brain and the rest of the body. You have the issues of psychological stress, depression, anxiety. These things have very distinctive biochemical reactions in your body that cause stress on the cells, not just of your brain, but throughout your body. But the greatest source of stress to our cells is from the food that we eat. Food metabolism, it's just like, our bodies are just like a car. You put gasoline and a little oxygen in an ignition, and what do you get from that gasoline? You get two things. You get, number one, a good thing, which is the power to move your car, but you also get the toxic byproducts that have to be dealt with that exhaust pipe or the catalytic converter these days. Same thing in our bodies. We bring food into our bodies. That food is metabolized, a good byproduct, which is the energy that we need to run our life on, but there are toxic byproducts. So that is the primary source of daily living. Now, our cells have a built-in enzymatic defense system that protects our cells. It's normal to have these byproducts, but if they were left unchecked, what happens is that our cells become dysfunctional and eventually die. But our body has a built-in enzymatic defense system that deals with these particles on a second-by-second basis. When that defense system is working well, our cells stay healthy. But when that defense system is not working at its peak performance, cells begin to show significant dysfunction. There can be damage to our very DNA, damage to the other parts of the cell, and that can lead to diseases. Now, what we want to do is to maintain that perfect balance of just that normal amount of oxidative or cellular stress that is dampened on a continual basis by our natural defense system. Here's the problem, though. Our natural defense system deteriorates with every year that we live. And with the added stress of these things over here, more food, environmental toxins, psychological stress, excessive exercise, or in just disease by itself, the burden of carrying around a body that has disease of many different types, all of these lead to cellular stress and can overwhelm our defense system. It's unfortunately a natural part of our aging process. The breakdown of our defense system is in fact the very basis of what we call aging. The results of that, you see disease in virtually every organ of the body. I'm not going to go through all of them, but just take a look at this. The heart, the skin, the kidneys, the brain, the lungs, all of these will eventually show the impact of cellular stress that is happening because our defense system is not working the way that it should. What is our solution? Our solution is to keep your natural defense system activated, which you can do through this product that I'm talking to you about called Protandim. The key human research study that was done on Protandim proved that after 30 days of taking one pill of Protandim, every person had a significant reduction in the blood markers of oxidative stress. Now, on an average, that was 40%, which means some had even greater degrees of improvement. This is an absolute miracle. 40% reduction in the very thing that is causing virtually all of the diseases of mankind. And it does it through activating that natural defense system. The key way that it works is through the activation of this molecule called Nrf2. And Nrf2 is the thermostat that sits inside of our cells, just measuring the level of cellular stress. And when the cellular stress goes up, it goes into our DNA and tells our DNA to get to work. Well, that is what gets dysfunctional as we get older. Protandim reactivates Nrf2, which then goes in and gets our system back into perfect working order. So there are so many pharmaceutical companies that would give anything to be able to say that their product improves the disease that they're trying to treat by an average of 40%. Now, Protandim is a nutritional supplement, and what we do is provide for people the best way of maintaining cellular health. We do not take Protandim to cure, treat, or reduce any kind of disease, but what we know is that Protandim has a direct impact on the very thing that is the root cause of all of these diseases. So if you, as a person, are looking to make a simple, effective, and scientifically validated way of improving your overall health, Protandim Nrf2 is what you want. Now, as a physician, all of the science that I have looked at, and there's so much science behind Protandim. In fact, we now have about, I think it's 20 university-based peer-reviewed studies that have validated time and time again this statement that Protandim activates our defense system. This amazing science and the 5 years of my own personal experience with this has led me to the following conclusion. I firmly believe that every person, no matter their age, no matter what kind of situation they are in, they will benefit from Protandim, because every human cell has this need to have a balance between cellular stress and the proper functioning of your defense system. Every cell of our body has Nrf2 as the key role player in this process. Protandim activates that. So every person will definitely benefit from taking this. Now, I am not the only person who has that opinion. This graph here shows the number of scientific articles that have been written on an annual basis on Nrf2 activation. I mentioned that Protandim has 20 studies behind it. Well, look at the number. We're at this point, this last time was in 2014, 2015, we're well over 1,200 studies a year studying the importance of Nrf2 activation. And what I have found in my research is that Nrf2 has become the leading trend in anti-aging research. And as a byproduct of that, it's also become the leading trend in the anti-aging business sector. One researcher was so bold as to say the health effects of Nrf2 may well become the most extraordinary therapeutic breakthrough in history. And that is from the Washington State University. Now, the uniqueness of these products has been supported by getting at least, we have 6 US patents and I think now 2 international patents that protect our formulation. The uniqueness of Protandim's action is the basis of these patents. You can't patent an herbal ingredient. However, you can patent something that has a unique finding, and our science proves that Protandim is something that no other compound can do. Now, this forms the very strong basis for not only my scientific belief, but also my belief in this business, because I do plan to be involved with LifeVantage for the rest of my life, and I am glad to know that our products are protected by such patents as these. So it's definitely something that you should take into account as you're thinking about the potential of getting involved in a company that can help provide such life-changing products for people. Well, let's get back to some of the other products that we have here. Let's see here. Let me get my slides going again. There we go. We have a wide array of products, all of them as unique as Protandim and category creating. The beauty about these is they are consumable, meaning that they are used up on a monthly basis, and our very satisfied customers are very, very happy to reorder, which makes for a very stable business. With this wide array of products, we have the complete approach to anti-aging, to wellness, and to athletic performance. Now, there is so much that we can talk about with the science, but the best place to get started is to go to our website, which is listed there. One of the pages on our website is dedicated to showing you an introduction to the science backing each of our products. And I encourage you to do that. I wanted to just let you know, see this other product right here that I haven't talked about? It also is called Protandim. Well, this is very exciting because we are launching this Tuesday, we're launching Protandim Nrf1. And this is going to be an incredible complement to Protandim Nrf2. And how is that? It is a product which increases the power and efficiency of a very key part of each of our cells, and that's something called the mitochondria. The mitochondria is where all of our energy is produced. All of the food I was talking to you about that has to be broken down and you produce the energy and then you produce the toxic byproducts, that happens in the mitochondria. And the greatest source of energy that we run on a daily basis, in fact, 95% of the energy that we get is from the function of mitochondria. So it's going to be a really good thing to support the health of our mitochondria. So you want to stay tuned. In fact, we have a cyber launch happening this Tuesday evening. It's listed right there. Talk to the person who had you join us today, and they'll make sure that you get tuned into that. It's going to be very, very exciting. But going back to Nrf2 activation, we have two other products that use exactly the same ingredients that our Protandim product has. Our first is True Science. True Science gives the rejuvenating power of Nrf2 activation in just 28 days of use. It is a 4-part system that has also just obtained its patent, protecting its formulation, and again, validating that what we have is very unique in this, not only in the health and wellness industry, but also in the skincare industry. You can see 2 examples of things that have happened here. This young man had a very severe sunburn. His grandmother, me, was very, very upset at seeing the results of this sunburn. The first thing I thought of is, my poor child, he is going to have skin cancer when he gets older. Because when you get a bad sunburn as a kid, that is the very beginning of getting skin cancer. So we started putting True Science on him. 4 days later, look at that. Now, yes, he's young, he has beautiful skin, he's going to heal quickly, but there's no way he could have healed like that. And he has one teeny tiny freckle as a result of that sunburn, and that's it. And then this lady on the right-hand side, you can see the incredible results after 3 months using the True Science regimen for the mitigation of her wrinkles. Now, True Science, what it does, because it has the Nrf2 activation in it, it is providing not only a beautification of the skin, but more importantly, it's addressing the root cause of why the skin ages. And it does that through Nrf2 activation. So the combined intake of Protandim on the inside, True Science on the outside, is the perfect inside-out approach to complete health and wellness. The other product that we have that contains Nrf2 activation is the product that we have for dogs. It's exactly the same product as Protandim, with a few additional ingredients that will help with their joint health and also their cognitive health. Excuse me. Dogs, there are great stories about dogs before and after taking their canine health. You know, dogs can't have what they call that placebo effect. They just are who they are. And when you start seeing your dog go from being lethargic and creaky and achy and just not wanting to play to having vim and vigor again, well, you know that Nrf2 activation is real. Our other product that I want to talk about next is Axio, which is our all-natural health product. We all have considered or have tried those very unhealthy energy drinks. I hope you don't take those. They're full of chemicals and things that are very bad for your body. They are full of sugar and caffeine, and there is a horrible crash associated with them that is not good for your health, and the ingredients are not as well. But that doesn't mean you don't have to have energy. We all want great energy, and we can do it with Axio because each of the ingredients of this product have been hand-selected to provide alertness, clarity, and improvement of the mood. And I'm telling you, there's nothing more mood changing than drinking an Axio first thing in the morning. It changes your whole attitude towards the day. We have no sugar and no chemicals, everything natural. It comes in both regular and decaf. The best way to try this out is just to get a few, try them out first thing in the morning, and notice the difference. You will see it. You will absolutely feel it, and you will love it. The next next product line we have, and this is our last that I want to speak about, is Physique. This is our smart weight management system. Now, we know that this is a very, very competitive market, the weight management system. And I will not have the time to go through all of the science behind our system, but as is typical of our company, we have no look-alike copycat products. This is not something that the company just threw together to be able to sell to people who think that they might want to lose some weight. No, The company made hand selected decisions, all based on clear, validated science that showed the proper way of helping people who have made that decision that they want to improve their health through reduced weight, and also to help them maintain that weight after they lose it. But our products are the key thing to the system is that it provides an excellent source of protein that helps keep you full in between meals, and does it by providing protein that is extremely purified, has minimal lactose in it, and is very easy to tolerate. And I'm telling you, it works the way it says that it works in terms of keeping you satisfied. But the other key aspect of this is improving the health of the gut by having an excellent probiotic, incredible science behind that. And then our fat burner, which basically tells our body to stop breaking down our muscle for energy and instead target that toxic fat in our abdominal area to obtain the energy. Do we not want to get rid of that bulge, that belly bulge, and those muffin tops? Well, you can see the guy and the gal here. Unbelievable before and after photos. So that is a quick run through of our products. So much more that we could say, but we can definitely answer your questions as time goes on. But I do want to spend a few minutes for those of you who may be interested in learning how to go beyond improving your health, but also to think about perhaps helping other people improve their health by becoming a distributor. Now, we are all independent distributors in LifeVantage. And we work from home. We run our business from our home, but we could never do the business if it were not for the backing of the LifeVantage company. The company truly has our backs. They have established a business that is strong financially and does all of the infrastructure of our company that is needed for us to run our business. As business owners, our job as distributors is to simply share information and to find out if the person is interested in becoming a customer or a distributor. The company handles everything else. So what is this company? Who is it? Well, we are publicly traded. We were established in 2003 as a publicly traded company. And what that means is that we have an open book financially. That's very important to me. We embraced the network marketing model in 2009, and after that time proved that was absolutely the right decision, because we went from basically no net sales to well over 200 million in sales in a short 4 years. We have minimal financial debt, a very strong position, and our management team is among the best in the industry. We are traded on the NASDAQ. Take a look at the last month, and you will be amazed, and you will see how well that the company is doing. We are global with trading available throughout North and Central America, many parts of Asia. We're in Australia. We've just recently opened in the United Kingdom and have our foot in the door for the European Union. It is very, very exciting times in LifeVantage. As you could see from our products, we are very clearly positioned to bring products that people are looking for. And it's all done through the convenience of home delivery and with the assurance of extremely high quality and scientific backing. Now, Jim is the other thing I want to mention is that the trends that we have go well beyond what consumers are looking for in terms of their health and wellness. They are also looking for help financially. The new graduates, oh my gosh, the cost of education now and the loans that these young adults are starting their life in is so depressing to me. And all of this is happening as wages drop, and they are having trouble even getting jobs in the field that they trained in. But those of us who work in the corporate world or have a quote secure job, do you really? Does anyone really have a secure job in these times? I think it's an obsolete concept. And for people like me in the retirement years, I have been very, very blessed to be able to retire, but not very many people have have been able to do what I have been able to do through my work. 50% of retirees have less than $50,000 in savings. And I'm telling you, that is not enough to live on. Just do the calculations. If you've never done the calculations of what you need to have in the bank in order for you to generate the income that you want to live on, you better do it, because it will open your eyes. And then there's the trends in network marketing. There are so many people out there looking for answers to financial situations, and that is why network marketing has really come of age in the last decade. 167 billion in worldwide sales, so much of that in the United States. It's an incredible business for women. 82% of women who make over $100,000 do it through direct sales. And of course, these millennials, the ones we were talking about coming out of college, and then those that don't even, they say, forget college, that doesn't make any sense for me. They want to work for themselves. They are finding the answer through network marketing. Now, Jim is, as I mentioned, is a retired insurance executive, and I'm a retired physician, so we knew nothing about how to build a network marketing business. But with LifeVantage, our training system makes it really, really easy to learn. There you see the photo of it. It's all in this one little binder right here. That's the system. Everything else is just support material. The gratifying thing for me is that I know that most of the top earners in LifeVantage are first timers in the network marketing business. Rest assured that you will have a team of people working behind you to help you every step of the way. Now, the other thing that I want to spend just a little time on is timing. And I know a lot about timing. They say with real estate, it's location, location, location. Well, with business, it's all about timing. Well, you know, I know something about that too as a physician. In my day, my main job, as I told you, was detecting breast cancer and counseling women through that short process of in between where they thought maybe they had breast cancer, and then they found out whether they did or they didn't and what their next step was. Very intense career, very satisfying. I was in exactly the right place at the right time, because I developed in the Tampa Bay area where I live. I had the honor of being able to develop the very first patient-focused, full-service breast cancer detection center in the whole Tampa Bay area. The first. That was done back in the 90s. Now, I was at the right place at the right time with the right hospital to be that first radiologist who put together a breast center. If I had tried to do this a decade earlier, we wouldn't have had the tools to do it, the biopsy tools. If I tried to do it a decade later, I would have been the fifth one in town. That's not who I am. I wanted to be first. So I do understand about timing, and it's the same way with network marketing. The timing that we have with regards to our products is spot on, but we also are very much in a sweet spot with regard to the growth of our company. What we know is that the first 125,000 people who join a successful network marketing company, like LifeVantage is and will continue to be, those first 125,000 distributors will benefit from 80% of the commissions that are earned throughout the life of the company. They are not only the pioneers, but they will reap the greatest benefits financially. Right now, throughout the entire world, we only have 75,000 distributors and only 45,000 in the United States. We are absolutely poised to go through a massive growth because of the importance of Nrf2 activation, the importance of our mitochondrial product, the fact that we are so on trend with what people are looking for. We know that we will reach that billion-dollar mark. I'm going to be there, and I'm glad that I made the decision to be one of those first 125,000. You have the opportunity as well to do that. So let's find out just a little bit about what the earning potential is. You can see it here over on the left-hand side. Let me get my mouse working again. This is the ranks of our distributors, and it just has to do with how much product is being sent out on a monthly basis from your organization. A Pro 5 has at least $20,000 of product being shipped out. I'm a Pro 6 at this time, and that means we have at least $50,000 of product being sent out. So this is a monthly average from each of those distributor ranks. And you can see that it starts out small, but as you build your network of business builders and lots of very happy, satisfied customers, that income grows and grows and grows until it becomes quite substantial on a monthly basis. Now, I will go over very briefly the compensation plan so that you understand that. Basically, there's two ways of making money in this organization. You make money first by enrolling distributors and customers. You get a commission for each of those, and that's very helpful at the beginning because you get paid weekly, and it helps you, recoup the minimal investment that you had to put into the company. But the real money comes from this set of bonuses, which are all based on what we call the monthly residual income. As I said, we have so many customers in our organization. At this point, I think we have 1,200 customers in our organization. No, I think it's 1,400 now. And every month, they, as well as the 112 business builders that we have, they're all enjoying the products. They all understand the science. They all see the benefits. And so they're purchasing this. Every month, there is a dollar value associated with that monthly purchase of product. And we basically get paid every month a percentage of that. We get paid several ways. But you can see that what happens is that as your organization grows, so does your residual income grow on a monthly basis. And that is where Jim and I, have really found our real understanding of the importance of this business with respect to our own life. Because as retirees, we have to rely on that investment income, which remember I said we just don't have any control over that. Well, we have control over this. This is just like another investment asset for us. And we do this all at the same time by helping now thousands of people who are getting improved health, and some of those who are also really changing their financial situation. It is a huge blessing to be involved in this. Now, the most that you can spend to get involved in the company is $1,200. The other option is $600. Those are the two of the best packs. They differ only in the amount of product that is included in the business pack. The Platinum Pack also gives you a free registration for our very first corporate event, which is a great thing to do. The Freedom Pack is another option which the person that you're with can explain to you. It has its place, but there are limitations on the compensation plan that you would want to be aware of before you made that decision. But that's the most that you can spend for the kind of life-changing income that I showed you just a few slides ago. So to close this out, let's just turn back our attention to how LifeVantage can benefit you. We've talked, I know that I have not been able to go over the science in huge detail. It's really not possible to spend just 30 minutes and do that. But I hope I've given you a taste for the incredible quality of the science behind these products. LifeVantage gives you an open door to improved physical health, to a life of financial stability, a life of greater choice, and the option of incredible personal growth. Getting involved in something new and helping people in this way really can push you in ways that you weren't expecting. And I have to tell you that that has probably been the best part of LifeVantage for me, is just finding myself in a place of continued personal growth. Our business model is very sound. It has been proven countless times. I can guarantee you that you will receive all of the training and all of the resources and support that you need. Your ultimate level of success will be determined by how much you want to change your life. Only you control that. You decide how much success you're willing to accept or leave on the table. This world will tell us that you you're stuck, that there's really no hope, that what you have, you should be happy with, that you should settle for less than you deserve. You see, this world will tell you, no, you need to be realistic. But what I know is that with LifeVantage, anything is possible. And I'd love to invite you to join us. Are you ready? Thank you so much for your attention. And what I'm going to do is stop recording first, but I'll keep the sound on. Just a second. Stop recording.